There we go. Green circuits need to come from the top. Which honestly means that I could just split this, but let's not. Let's split it further up. Let's do this properly. Get that all the way across? I can. So let's do it that way. I'm going to have that come down here. Yes, the spaghetti is fully begun, by the way. If you couldn't quite tell, the spaghetti is most assuredly begun. I just need to bring copper over. Kind of embracing the fact that I don't really need to worry about this now, as I have decided that we are not going to be concerned with having a pretty bus here. There's always that part of you that's like, you know, maybe this temporary base will not be that temporary, but no, it absolutely will. It is just very temporary at this point. It can be nothing but. Gonna have that split right there. This will continue on up. So I'm gonna need a lot of other stuff there. And this one will do much the same. This is now the new bus. Actually, let's have that going on the outside. Yeah. I may as well keep with the style that I'm using elsewhere. Right, these are now producing red circuits. So where am I going to produce the blue science? Also, we now have the modular armor. So to have a look at the difference, it's 40 acid, 20 to 30 explosion, 30 fire, and 6 out of 30% physical. This is 6 to 30% physical, 40 fire, 30 to 35 explosion, and acid 50%. But does in fact have an inventory grid. Can I make anything to go in there? I can make solar panels. I can make solar panels. I can make night vision. Maybe that's worth me doing. I'm going to need batteries, and that's going to require a little bit more than I've got. In fact, there's almost no point in doing this right now. Simply because I do not have the means to store... to actually store the batteries. I'm gonna need sulfuric acid to be able to make the batteries. Okay. Solar powered night vision. Yeah, exactly. Let's have a look at this. Favored damn. Yeah, so I'm gonna say with some degree of confidence that a real life human doesn't talk like that. But just on the off chance that you are a real life human and you're like, but I'm trying so hard. Here is a Discord link. And you're welcome to join us there. But for now, Considering your account was created only 20 minutes ago. Boom. Hello, fellow meatbags. Yes, indeed. Right, so we can, at the very least, now actually start a separate sort of bus. It feels so wrong, but at the same time, so right. Don't do this. It is not good. Don't do what I'm doing. Be better than me. You might think that all the cool kids are doing this, but they are not, I assure you. And at this point, we'll just balance it. This is garbage production, by the way. Honestly, what we would want is possibly to... yeah, this is really garbage production, actually. I could at least fit another 2 in, perhaps. It'll get us by, but it'll do nothing quickly. The other thing I could do, now that I think about it, is just do this. Have this be the point of the bus line. Oop. Take that all the way up. There is a way that we can quickly resolve this, like lazy meatbags that we are. Actually, I should have cut it off before I did that. My inventory is going to fill very soon. Oh. Oh, apparently not. I have got God tier pockets. Praise the pockets, chat. Praise them. Praise the pockets. However, we are going to use a lot of that at some point, just not yet. And we will place you there. And honestly, we're going to have to take this so far now at this point that it makes sense to do this instead. There we go. Now I can just drop all this off. Probably likewise do it for the plastic as well, if I'm perfectly honest. And get all this done. Now, let's get this line cleaned up, shall we? Whee. My spaghetti. I'm sorry, but you and I both know you didn't deserve that spaghetti. You weren't worthy of it. Deep down, you know. You might rail against it, but deep down, in your most private moments, all you could do is look back and be, yep, he's right. I didn't deserve it. The spaghetti was too good for me. It's okay. It's okay. We all have those moments. The biters are just Italians. They want to let you know you're doing the spaghetti wrong. Fair enough. Right, if I want to add more and more and more of these, I just need to add more and more and more of these, which I'm going to do. There we go. Now I can just keep adding to this at this point. And honestly, I could add another bunch of these. I kind of think I need to. They are so slow to produce. This would be a reasonable amount of production, I feel. Oh, yeah. And down here we can have the somewhat balancer. Right, there we are. Perfect. Oh, it is missing the blue inserter. Thank you very much for catching that for me. Right. We are now good. Well, I mean, you know, goodish. We are goodish. Gonna need engines. 2 engines per. Time for us to start the production of the blue science up hither. I really want to do those, get batteries up and running, but we're going to do blue science first. So, blue science, set you up. You're going to require 0.09 red circuits. We're producing more than that with each one of those, so I can afford this many at least. 0.06 engines, 0.03 sulfur per. Realistically, it would make more sense to put the engines and the sulfur on the same line, but since those would be coming from different directions, let's not. And instead, we're going to branch this out here. Branch out a little bit lower. There we go. That's one. And we'll also want engines brought in. Now, how many do we want? Again, this only requires 0.6, so let's say 0.5 for argument's sake. Oh, actually, no. Let's say 0.1 for argument's sake, because it's better to overproduce than underproduce. I could have 10 of these running off... well, actually, no. I need to see how many engines this can produce. If I assume I'm providing it with everything it needs. 0.7%. Okay, so more or less 1-to-1 here. We do have pipes over on this side, though. It is a necessary component for the engines. Huh. Could be cheeky. Could be very cheeky with this. Since an engine requires steel and pipe and iron gear. Actually, yeah, we can definitely make this happen. I've already got the the steel here, so bring that across. Probably going to want a good many of these. I'm going to say... What on earth is that sound? Have we got new neighbors? They seem far away, but maybe they're not. I'm actually going to have to go and grab some more factories. Wow. Any tips for us newbies? Asked Bigglesworth. Okay, I'm going to give you a tip that I don't listen to myself, so you know, I'm going to feel a little bit called out by it. Don't feel you need to overcomplicate things. Perfection is the enemy of good. I patently don't listen to this advice myself, though. So please understand that I realize that I'm being hypocritical by saying it. But I enjoy overcomplicating things. I'm not learning the game for the first time. I'm quite comfortable with the game as it is. So when I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Yeah. Do understand that I'll spend hours over-engineering a solution to something that I could have solved if I was willing to just accept good enough within about 4 minutes. And I'm happy doing that. Right, I'm going to want... I feel that I'm going to want pipes brought along here. They'll be added to the outside lane. So if I do this... There we go. Pipes and gears. And then steel can be brought up. Pipes and gears can be brought down. That's that bit done. And then finally, engines can be placed on the belt at the bottom. I need more conveyors. Me just admiring my smelters. The next thing I know, I'm neck deep in bite. Yeah, that will absolutely happen. Another thing, kind of building off of what I was just saying about don't feel you need to make everything perfect. One thing that I would definitely advise is don't think you need to make a massive wall perimeter that is being belt-fed ammo and will last forever. I'm happily playing right now, and I've got like a few tiny little turret clusters here and there, hither and yon, and they're doing everything I need them to do. As the pollution threatens to reach other biter nests, I go out and I clear them manually. I prevent the problem from becoming something I can't handle, but I have a couple of little spots here and there's some added backup should I need it. And that is more than good enough. Right, I need red belts. I don't have robots yet. Clearly playing wrong. Ah, shush you. Also, the other really important thing you should note is never listen to Belial. Unless Belial is saying something that you have to do as a mod, then definitely listen. But if Belial is just pining, ignore. It is the only safe and sensible option. Right. That should bring me everything I need. I'll throw down another 2. It's not going to be a great production, certainly, but it will hopefully be enough for us for now. I'm, of course, going to have to run this back, which is not exactly thrilling, but... because I need to take it all the way down here and connect it up to the military science line. What would be the best way for me to do that? Chat. Prepare thyself. For the spaghetti is about to become exceedingly cooked. Actually, let's not go all the way over there. Let's drag it back just a little bit. I want to find a safe spot to go down. I think here is a safe spot. That is the wrong way. That will do. God damn it, Bilal. Aavak makes such lovely bases. It's a good example to learn things. You scallywag and your cleverness. How dare you? How dare you use my words against me? Rude, frankly. Hey, Annie. Oops. We are about to become a blue science civilization. Truly a wonderful day. These things are going to produce as slow as molasses. So, you know, don't expect too much to be researched, but we are now doing it at the very least. Right, I can do advanced oil processing, but of course you know that I'm going to go for this one because there's new combinators and I want to have a look at them and see how they work. Following that, electrical substation would be amazing. Yes. Braking force would improve the speed of our trains, but I don't actually think we need to worry about that one. Instead, advanced materials processing would be nice. Then, actually, how many? No, we'll enqueue that one first before the substation. Substation will then go before advanced materials processing. And, oh, mining productivity. Increase the yield from all mining drills and pump jacks. That's actually really nice. Sure, we'll add that one in as well. Oh god, Aavak is going to gain access to parameters. Lord save us all. Oh, you make me excited for what I'm about to unlock. Excited, Jack. I need some copper. Actually, no, I don't. Definitely need a greater production over here, though. How are we doing in terms of... Oh, yeah, we're down to just... We're... Yeah, our production is garbage. So, actually adding these, totally not worth it. Still going to, of course, but absolutely unnecessary in every way. Right, I'm going to want to bring this across to the other side. Which it does handedly. Very nice. Yep. Then we're also going to want water brought over here. Connect up there. And there we go. Yeah. And jobs, as they say, are good one. Now, the issue here is that we are not getting even remotely enough petroleum gas. That is an issue. And one we do, in fact, want to fix. The best way to fix it, of course, is to research the advanced oil processing and then getting all the different types of oils and cracking them and so on and so forth. That's not what we're going to do right now, though, because it's going to take a while. So I'm simply going to brute force it. Oh yeah, the lines and connections. No, those are amazing, aren't they, Bilal? And they are new. You're not misremembering. I believe those are from Factorio 2.0. So that would be available even if you didn't have the Space Age DLC. Water's not connected. Oh, let me go and hook that up then. You sure it's not connected? It looks pretty connected to me. Oh, right. Yeah, I see the one. Got it. Thank you very much, champ. Yeah, connected to everything except the input that it needed to be connected to. Always the way. Alright, let's move some of these pipes around a little bit. I would like this to now be down here instead. Yep. Right. Let's pop this one. Sure, we'll have this one right here. Along with the next. And, oh. I think I might need to make myself some landfill. Only 3 needed, I think. But, oh, here we go. Got the new Combinator. Also, we're now terraforming. I think this means we've colonized the planet fully. Like, for realsies. The planet's now ours. Something like that, anyway. Actually, I'm going to need a little bit more as well. I need to go and collect some stone. Good lord, this stuff is expensive, though. Now that Zhang has spotted me, I'm going to have to sleep, which I should have been doing. Oh, take care, Belial. You have a good evening. Zhang, why did you scare Belial away? What's going on with that? There we go. I should automate the landfill, yeah. Who knew? Land takes up a lot of space. That's true. Craziness. There we are. Right. And there we go. Oh, actually, this one can be moved over by one. That one down a little bit more. I can hook all of this up with pipes. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, that's working. Alright. Is there enough crude? Yeah, there's plenty of crude coming in. But yeah, this stuff gets sucked out so fast. Wow. Alright. Sleepers for the weak. And all the tired. Water pump directly into oil refineries? When I unlock the correct tech, yeah. Now, let's have a look at this glorious thing. What are you? You need 3 decider combinators to make? 5? Wow. We're living in the future. Oh, yes. Not that we can do anything with them, but I'll stick them in this as I've made them. Well, let's have a look. Well, how do you work exactly? So, mode of operation. Count inputs. Outputs the number of distinct inputs. Oh. Interesting. So, the number of distinct input signals. Huh. Random input. Outputs a random signal from the input every tick. Stack size. Outputs the stack size of the input signals. Rocket capacity. Outputs the rocket capacity of the input signals. Quality filter. Outputs all input signals that pass the quality filter. Quality transfer. Outputs the target signal with the specified quality and its original value. Okay. Index. Okay. Oh. Select inputs. Selects a specific signal out of all input signals based on criteria. Oh, wait. So, hang on. Index. So let's say I had a signal which had don't worry about the values, but just the signal type. So let's say I had a signal and it had copper, iron plate, and coal on it. Would I be there would be four individual signals, and the first one would either start with 0 or start with 1, and I could simply increment that number and it would output specifically that value. Oh my god, that changes everything. You used to be able to do this, but it was a pain in the backside to do. It used to be such a chore to separate signals out of... you basically had to build a bank of combinators to decode a signal into its constituent parts. This right here changes absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. With this, I could trivialize... Oh, hang on a second. Okay, we're going back to trains just for a second, chat. I'm going to stand over here, so I'm next to a train station. That's my brain is going to absorb train thoughts, and it's going to process them faster. This is how it works. If you want to do thinking of complex things, stand next to the thing that you're thinking about, and your brain will realign and be able to think those thoughts betterer. True facts. I'm just going to place down some things so I can kind of arrange them in my brain. Don't worry. I'll pop down a power cable just so they don't stop blinking. He says, and then fails to hook it up. This can take signals. Okay, so first things first. Train interrupts. It's very clear how train interrupts can be used to make a push system. But from what I was looking at earlier, I more or less abandoned the idea of a pull system. What I mean by that is that right now, this iron mine, if I can easily make interrupts that check for whether any of like my pickup stations are ready to receive a train, and if so, go to that pickup station and then try to go to an empty station that is the same type. That would be easy for me to do. However, what's less easy is to do it the other way around. Based on the interrupts alone, it's less easy for me to do a... Well, I guess doing a pull system is still possible, but it's still functionally blind. Like the push system is like, hey, I've got iron. I don't want to have it. I'm reaching capacity. Someone come take this iron off my hands. Train shows up, takes the iron. It's like, where can I put this iron? Oh, no one wants it. Well, poop. Now I'm an iron train, I guess. I'm just going to go sit over here full of iron. Likewise, a pull system is looking for a drop-off station that is available for a train, which is that effectively shorthand for saying, hey, I've got room to store this thing. I want it. Go pick it up for me. At which point the train's like, bet. And then schedules in a stop-off at a place which has that material. And then also schedule a drop-off to the station that wanted it. But it does it blindly in that it doesn't know if a station has that material available. So it's like, okay, I'll get that sorted for you. Sorry, oh, Noah's got it. That's why you need it. Well, I guess I'm sat here now in the depot waiting until somewhere has it so I can go and collect it. Probably along with 18 other trains that are all equally confused. But what I'm thinking... What I'm receiving is using the fact that signals can now travel across the radars. The radars are effectively a global network now that I can send signals across. I could broadcast the availability of any station which has items to push onto the network. And if I remember correctly, please tell me I'm remembering it correctly, so I'm kind of excited. Interrupts, add interrupt, test. Condition, I wanted empty cargo, let's say, what was it? Station is full, station is not full. Station is not full. The specified station would be whatever. But here we are. One of them was a Combinator one, wasn't it? Item parameter, when used schedule interrupt, it will match the first item that passes all... Wait, no, that's not it. The fuel, isn't it? Signal parameter. When using a scheduled interrupt, it will match the first signal that passes all the wait conditions and replace the signal with that signal. It's a bit wordy, but if I understand this correctly, discard those changes. Can I send to train? Sends the contents of the circuit network to the train so they can be used for wait conditions. So... I could have either the push or the pull signal being broadcast on the radar, it being checked one signal at a time, and that signal being sent to a conditional, sent to the train that's currently, let's say that we're at a depot, specifically not a loading or an unloading, but a depot, a place where empty trains go to wait for a job. And that train would then receive, using the interrupt, because the interrupt is based on the signal, it would change what it was looking for. It would cycle through, well, I've got these pickup stations that have something for you to collect. And the conditional, the interrupt conditional, could be that specific signal, but a drop-off station that wants that item. So now you've created a system where the train isn't going to go and try and pick something up or try and deliver something unless there is both a pickup location and a delivery location at the same time. So effectively, there is a request for this item in the network, and there is also available supply in the network. Train gets launched, goes, picks it up from wherever, goes, delivers it to wherever. Jobs are good, and you can now have effectively smart trains. Michael Puck, guys, we're never going to get to space. Guys, we've lost him to wires and trains. Oh, hush. Hush you. I'm doing really well, Cracker-lacking. How about yourself? Explaining the house beyond me, but I know it's possible to have the entire train delivery system use stations with the same name. No need to have an iron ore pickup or drop. Yeah, no, that is part of the thing, yeah. Aavak is about to develop a grey goo factory. It'll expand to space all on its own, indeed, and it'll never stop. It's going to be like the builders from Blam. The city doesn't know what the city is building. It just knows that it needs to build something, so it builds. Endless building. Forever. Launching the rocket in Space Age is like leaving the Daunt in the Forbidden West. Aavak will never get... Shush. Shush. How dare you, Bentham. Alright, this is amazing. This is absolutely fantastic. I love it so. Also, while I was focusing on that, we finished doing all of these. Hooray! Actually, we did quite a few things. Right, so I can change this now to. We've used 100 crude oil. We'd get more petroleum gas, some light oil, and some heavy oil. It is absolutely 1,048% worth it. I need more landfill. Let's pop. Iron chest, obviously. I would like landfill. Maybe not too much of it, though. Good lord, this is going to take a long time. Okay, so I'm probably going to need some stone for a bunch of things. For now, all of the stone, all of the time. My god. Wait. Let's make at least one of these. I then need a lot of steel. Sorry, plate. You can always count on Aavak to still be streaming when you wake up. Good morning, Aavak. Hello, Ariana. Maybe we will get to space when Aavak wants to make smart space trains. It's true. The last any item to anywhere network I made needed a little state machine to calculate appropriate train limits for different stations, items. Train limits alone didn't work. Yeah, there would be a potential vulnerability in the system. Thinking off the top of my head. Depends on how train routing works. Like, if a train reserves a slot the moment a station is added to the schedule, which I don't believe it does. So it would be... there would be a potential for trains to be dispatched to a single drop-off station that only had one item needed. One train's worth of that item needed. But like, let's, I don't know, say you had 3 mines all producing coal and one place that needed coal. There would be a scenario in which the trains would check, is there someone that needs it? And is there someone that wants it? Yes. So if train is dispatched, it reserves a train slot at the station it's going to, which is one of the mines. Then the next train checks. It's like, is there someone that needs it? Yes. And is there someone that has it? Yes. Now, another mine has its slot reserved, and then a third train does exactly the same check and finds the third mine that's available, and all 3 trains go out to pick up coal, but only the first one to try to go to the coal drop-off can go there because it only needed 1 train's worth. So the other 2 trains are now stuck with the belly full of coal. You could... I noticed the interrupt had no path. So I wonder if in that situation you could just drop off the item. It's possible. It is a possibility. Yeah, okay, that's never going to work. Okay, it actually does work a little bit. Yeah, it would reserve the station it's headed to, but not the second station it's going to afterwards, yeah. The way around that you could do is when you dispatch a train from the depot, you could put a -1 of whatever that particular item was into the radar circuit network, which would cancel out one of the stops. Yes, there's ways around it. It wouldn't be, you know, as simple as fire and forget. That being said, with enough trains it could be. Right, I kind of feel like we're not making use of all of this, and I probably should. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, why am I doing it there? Let's do it here. So we'll start with this one. Tunk. I need to put this one a little bit further back, actually. I completely misplaced it. It needs to be here. In fact, I need it to be a little bit further up again. There we go. I need to go and get some more pipes. Right, so these 2 can be set up. We're going to need to create the pipes for the other types of materials as well. Now let's go and grab the pipes from over here. Just those. A stack of these, thank you. Also going to need a stack of those. Actually don't need a stack of those, that was a lie. Varin Thraus says, played this a while ago with LTN, but that doesn't support multi-station drop-offs of 1 cargo as far as I know. As far as I know, LTN did it, how LTN did it, it's only scheduled a full train pickup if a single station could fit it in. Could fit it, okay. I never played with the mod, so I have no knowledge of how that mod functioned, I'm afraid. Absolutely none. Now then, do I want to take this out at the top or at the bottom? I'm going to say at the bottom. Well, that's going to be a problem. That will most assuredly be a problem, actually. It's fine, though. Once I've got all of the different gases moving in this direction, it shouldn't be an issue for me to get them all in. In fact, let me set up the tanks first and foremost, then. I could probably set up the tanks a little bit better down here. We got cracking? Yes, we do. This chemical plant takes, I think, just a chemical plant from one to the next, to the next, to the next. Yeah. Let's set those up. So this would be... actually, let's move it up a little bit. Let's give myself a fair bit of room so that I can scooch things in where they need to be. So I need to deliver water as well as... Oh, can I flip this? So good. That is huge. Still want to be able to scooch through. Then down here we're going to want... Actually, let's... swap that around. There. And then another one just down here, much the same way. Oh, again, a little bit close down there. That should be from heavy oil into light. The idea with these is they should only turn on if there's actually a need. There we go. So, light oil. Right, okay, so what I would like to do here is... Dunk, and hook that up. Enable only if light oil is... where are you? Above... What's the storage limit here? I believe it's 25k. Yeah. So let's say only if it's above 40k. So if it's filling up with light oil, start breaking it down into petroleum gas. And exactly the same thing over here. Enable only if heavy oil is above 40k. Wow, that makes it so much easier than it used to be. I had to faff around with pumps and all kinds of shenanigans back in the day. Yeah. Now then, what I'm thinking I need to do here, this is going to kind of break the system. By kinda, I mean it will break the system. going to want to bring this up here. And hook all of that up in this location. Yeah. Now it's all restored. Oh, squeak through. Am I just hopping over the pipe? It appears I am. Very well. Now we can probably bring all of the light oil down. And the heavy oil will be exactly the same way. I know there's not much reason to do it like that. You know what, actually that one is kind of egregious, but... Yep. Now, it's time to fill up. I'm going to want to do exactly the same thing over here. Now we just need to do the same for the heavy oil. There we go. And that is all of them hooked up. So now I can simply swap this around to all of these. I just need to hook up the water and we're good. It is so much easier to move around a pipe network now. It is kind of bonkers how much easier it is. Now let's see. Are these starting to fill up? They're filling up very shockingly slowly. That's okay. Okay. All right. There we are. It's disabled. It's disabled. Okay. And now all of this is slowly filling up. Once these are full, once they're at their capacity, we'll start producing a wallop load more petroleum gas. Because once the heavy oil is full, it's going to start breaking it down into more light oil. And once the light oil is full, and because of the oil refineries and the cracking from the heavy oil, it'll break down further into petroleum gas. How did my first biter wave go? I haven't really experienced one. I think we had a biter wave in the very, very early parts of the factory, but it really wasn't much of anything, if I'm honest. I would scarcely call it a wave. Right. We've got the electric furnaces. Now time for us to make sulfuric acid. Now we want sulfur, we want iron, and we want water. So I can either take the water up there and produce it closer to where it's probably going to be used, or I can produce it here with and not have to pipe water as far. But ooh, we've got some issues. Okay, let me go and deal with those issues first. I'm going to want some grenades for that. Let's go ahead and grab some grenades. Got 114 grenades, should do. Let's grab some more ammo too. That should do nicely. Is your name Aavak a reference to anything? It means silhouette in an old language. And the name I chose was for a character I was playing in a role-playing game. So yes, on both counts. Right, let's make a move. Alright, we'll start at the bottom and move our way up. We'll take you out first. Might want to go and take that one out as well, but then we need to clear those two as well. Right, moving on. Actually, probably want to prep. Ooh, what could we do here? This looks like a good place. We'll prep a little spot up here with turrets. Might be able to creep decently far forward, actually. Yep. Repair that. Right, let's grab the car now. Maybe coming down here in the middle of the night wasn't the right time. But I knew that was going to happen. I'll do more damage to my guns with my car, it seems. Just want to get rid of the worms, really, and then I can do the rest on foot. Probably make some more repair kits, frankly. The rest of this I can now do old-fashioned, right? Grenades really don't seem to be a good option against the spawners. They seem to be quite resistant to explosives. Right, I'll deal with you next. And this is how I avoid having biter waves, effectively. For all intents and purposes, I don't get waves because I don't let the enemy build up in sufficient number to be a concern. Should probably not have done that. Right, let's have a look. We do have an angry boy over there, being very angry. So let's go and introduce them to some grenades. Well, actually, that one seems a little bit more resistant, unfortunately. I'll eventually get through it, but... Uh-oh. That's bad times. Uh-oh. Run away! My first loss. Whap whap. Stupid rocks. Never trust them. Adding rocks to the list of dappling enemies. Could I possibly get in close enough to take you out? Maybe. There we go. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Can you take that out before you go down? Possibly not. Oh, actually, no, you did. Well done. I'm loving all of the messed up terrain, though. That is actually really nice. Like the Dutrius. Oh, it's not Dutrius. I apologize, Dutrius. Detritus is the word that I'm looking for. I have to pronounce it properly. There you go. Served us well. Right. Another car. Get revenge on the rock? No. That rock won fair and square. It was a fair fight and the rock came out fairer. Right, I need to fix all of these. Have I tried this game on the Switch? I have not. But... I really wouldn't know whether it would be good on the Switch or not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to be honest, I really wouldn't know. I'd like to imagine it would be good. But... Huh. It's hard to say. Honestly, hard to say. Good. Now let's try and not lose another car. Don't like these surroundings at all. I don't remember if this is something that you unlock or just an option. But is it possible to have more hotbars? Like not horizontally but vertically. I'm just going to take this out from over here rather than have to deal with the worms yet. Oh my lord, my shooting range is ridiculous. I approve. Practically all of the base gone. Now let's go grab the vehicle. I'll check out the answers to the question I asked in just a moment. Right now, I just want to try and avoid losing another car. Whilst... Ooh! And apparently failing at that. Quite badly, in fact. Okay. Oh. Run away! Unfortunately, that vehicle does not have much in the way of ability to plow through obstacles if it doesn't have momentum. Significant amounts of it. You are a pest. Massive one, actually. Should have just gone in with the bullets, honestly. Right, now I can have a look. Car the second. It happens. Let's have a look. I tuned in just in time to see Aavak caught between a rock and a hard place. Yeah. Yeah. In my effort to avoid Charybdis, I fell into Scylla's lair. Tragic time, to be sure. Yes, it's an option. That would a million times make doing this easier. I'm going to assume it's in here then. Chat messages, active quick bars. Is that what I want? Yes. That will make combat far, far easier. I need that big spider thingy. No. I just need to stop sucking. How are we doing down here? Oh, yeah, we should be cracking at this point. Yeah, we are. We're both. Nice. Okay. Well, next car. I just need to get up there, clear out this place. Do I have many grenades left? I could do with some more ammo, actually. That's actually a good point. Maybe I could afford to make rockets at this point. Explosives would require... Oh, I could make rockets. I could fire them from the window of my buggy. You know, as one does. Should I go for that, chat? Do you want me to build a rocket launch for the next base? You know what? I'm not even going to finish asking the question. Of course, we're going to build a rocket launch for the next base. Let's do it. But I am going to require explosives for this one. That needs everything I've got over here. So there's really no reason to put that anywhere else. So a little bit of iron and most of the gubbins that I've got down here. Perhaps over here, I think. Does cracking require water inputs? Yeah. The advanced oil processing requires water, yeah. Chemical plant. And then these will likely be just a regular factory, yeah. Also, on that note, can I make some repair kits? Should be able to, yeah. I'm gonna pop these down here, as well as these. There we go. Right, so I'm gonna want, let's see. Now, here is a thing about the chemical plant. I don't believe the orientation actually matters. This is just going to need coal, which actually I should probably bring up from there. I'm going to need to move these back just a little bit. Since I'm doing that anyway, may as well do this. Right. I'm going to want... Actually, we will spin them around. Going to need an offshore pump. Going to need to bring up a coal line. Which means that I am actually going to want to pop down a few more miners over here then. I wasn't anticipating that, but sure. Since I'm delivering it this way, I can just have a kind of central feed. I'm out of bloody belts. Why? Aavak, hello, Aavak. Have you made it to space yet? No. No, I am presently really focused on a lot of the Factorio 2.0 stuff, actually. The combinators and such. We have not made it to space. I have no idea what is involved in getting to space, so I couldn't give you an estimation on how far away we are from that. But I'm gonna guess reasonably far. Moderately distant. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of okay with it. I'm just taking my time really with stuff at the moment. Am I playing with the progressive PCs? No, I actually had it on default, which is kind of an oddity for me. I usually play on Death Worlds. Simply because I know nothing of the new PCs. And so whenever I'm playing on like an expansion or DLC, I tend to play default so that I can learn what the new normal is, if that makes sense. I want extended inserters here. I'm not sure if it's possible to change that mid-game though, but I'd kind of be interested in knowing. Anyone happens to know? So these are going to start producing explosives, which now means I need to produce rockets, which is going to need iron plates. They're going to be producing one explosive a turn. Sorry, a second. How much are you going to require? Oh, I don't even need remotely the amount. I could have 5 of these producing. Which would almost give me 1 rocket a second. Which may well be worth it. That come out to here. I'm going to need to bring the iron in across there. This is probably massive overkill if I'm honest, unless I want to have rocket-equipped Spidertron army later on, which I'm not saying I don't, but I'm not planning to at the very least. But you know, there's no such thing. There's no kill quite like overkill ultimately. So let's budget for overkill levels of rocket production. There we go. I just need to bring in the iron, which should be a very simple task. Unfortunately, this does, in many ways, mean that we're not expanding out our power network over here anymore, which is a problem. Well, actually, no, it's really not. We've got a huge potential that we're not even close to, not even remotely close to. So we should be fine. Okay. Can we name the rocket forest? Sure. We absolutely can. Right, I missed a pipe. Oh, that was 60 minutes ago. I'm fine. Unless I'm not fine and that pipe was deeply important. Let's go and have a look. Have I missed a pipe down here? Chat, tell me if I've missed a pipe. I have, in fact, missed pipes. Blah, blah, blah. The worst part is, someone asked earlier, it's like, oh, does cracking require water? And I was like, yeah, it does. Thinking it was just a simple question. No, they were trying to let me know that there was a problem. Yep. And one more. Cracking online. There we go. All right, we are now in a slightly better position. Wow, that has made a lot already. Oh my lord. I kind of approve, not gonna lie. Kind of like it. Now, the question is, how does one switch? What's the key for switching? Is it... Oh, it's capital C. Oh no, it's just regular C. Okay, that's perfect. Right. Good. All right. We need to deal with the threat up to the north. And once that threat is removed, we'll likely be ready to... have I got any coal? I do. Good. Once this is dealt with, we're going to go on a tea break because I very much need another drink. Why am I always fighting at night, chat? Why does this keep happening to me? I don't try to, I swear. It just seems to end up this way. That's kind of an annoyance. Okay, this is probably one of the biggest bases we've been to for since we started. Right, let's pop this. I have a little area for us to back up to. Maybe just a little bit further forward. Yeah, this is helping enormously, by the way. Just having things on my hotbar in the right spot.